the enemy owns the mass media. And the enemy has no intention of allowing you either the airtime or the newspaper words necessary to explain your point of view. That's why they bought it in the first place, is to send out their message, false messages, to continue the programming and the fear they can engender in people, and keep you from getting access to it. So if mass media is the way to do it, but it's out as a real option, then you have to look for other ways to get information out to people without the use of that technology.
Yeah.
And it comes down to personal action, people on people, word of mouth, and creating critical mass, creating the numbers, putting together the common cause, and the numbers of people together who are going to force the media to carry the message, even if it's against their will, because critical mass is just that.
But the thing is, if the actions are in everybody's benefit, like saving the salmon, it's an immediate action on it, they probably will be supportive. I'm expecting them to support the actions.
They will only support the action if they feel the structure, the system, is in favor. Even though it may be to their benefit to support an action, they consistently refuse to participate in things
that they don't
feel like they have the follow-through energy to do it.
Well, not just energy. They don't feel they will be supported by the system. They fear the system, and therefore are afraid to do even the right thing because the system may disapprove. And the system happens to be controlled by an elite who don't want you to succeed. And therefore, you have to set aside your search for an answer among just the ordinary people. The ordinary people are afraid. You have to go beyond the ordinary people to the people with integrity. And those numbers are much smaller than the masses.
Because of the circumstances at hand, which is unhealthy diet. If you're living on Kraft dinner and white bread every day and tap water, which is chlorinated, you don't have the strength of mind and character and body to even want to get out of the house, let alone try to search for organic cigarettes.
And that's part of the problem. Most of the problem is from the day we are born, we are being programmed innocently, even by our own parents, to believe things that are untrue. And the programming continues in the public programming because it's not public education. Education, you would receive the truth. You are basically being programmed with a false sense of what history is all about. And that false sense of history is continued by the media and the entertainment industry to make sure that you are afraid. And the difference between an animal and a human being is free will. But we have arrived at a point where the mass, being so afraid, has lost its independent thought, has lost its ability to observe, analyze, and conclude, and are not prepared, even to their own benefit, to participate in something that will cause the change to happen. So again, understanding that that's the problem, you have to speak to everyone because there are no stars on the foreheads of those people who have integrity or check marks next to their name in the phone book. But out of the people that you speak to, if you reach sufficient numbers, will come the critical mass that will make the change once they understand they've been programmed with false information. And you can't tell them that they have. You can only express your view, and then these people with integrity go research. They go and find out their own answers, and when they conclude the same as you, then they come and work with you.
Point him in the right direction, so to speak.
That's the key.
Good, okay. That was a good go around.
Good.
Clear enough?
I'll drop by after. Good evening. My name is Glen Kealey. Officially, I'm the president of something called the Canadian Institute for Political Integrity. That's legally speaking. In reality, I'm a human being, Canadian citizen, and here because I want to lend my support. I, unlike the people here, have less confidence in our fellow Canadians than they do. The candidates here seem to believe that although they are people of integrity, that by being involved in a system, an election system, they can help correct it. I wish them luck. My view, however, is that for people to make a change to the system, they must instead unite together and move together and inform each other of the bigger problem that we face, the control mechanism of the few people who control the natural resources of our planet. And once enough people have been informed, from there will come a critical mass, a number of people with integrity who will make that change happen. It cannot happen, I believe, within the system itself. It must happen within each of us, and the people with integrity will make the change happen simply by informing their friends and neighbors. Now, as a beginning, we are preparing to run a caravan across this country. We're beginning in Cobble Hill, just down the road from Victoria here. And anyone looking for answers and wanting to hear more are welcome to attend the meeting we're going to hold in Duncan on the 24th of May this year, 1996, at 7 o'clock. The meeting's free. It's at the Cowichan Duncan Theatre, and everybody is welcome to come. We believe we have an answer. There are many answers in the world, but we believe we have one made in Canada for Canadians. And after listening to us at our meeting, then you will have to make decisions on whether you believe our solution is workable or not. And if you believe it's workable, then you might want to join with us. In the meantime, I know that the people here are good people with integrity, and they are working with the solutions they believe are workable. Give them your support and keep an open mind, and come to the meeting and then decide after the election whether or not the system responded to the will of these candidates and whether change can occur with the new government that's been elected. Thank you.
Good. All right. There's one we can. Pillars, keep running, just keep run things.
David, one question, one answer. Give me the one answer.
What's the question?
How can we salvage planet Earth?
By stopping
Stopping what?
everything. Stopping and listening. Listening to the planet, listening to each other. Need education. Education is the key. People need to learn what they really need to know. as opposed to what we're being told. Consumer education. The consumers are the ones that have the power, or that's what they've told us. I don't know if I buy that. We just need to educate ourselves properly. The only way we can do that is by stopping and listening to each other, talking to each other. Branching out, networking as they call it. That's what I want to do. That's why I'm here. That's why I was just out there, listening to all these old-timers, as they're called, finding out what's going on. How do we salvage planet Earth? Gotta stop, gotta look around, we gotta listen to each other and ourselves. Think about how it used to be, remember how it used to be, and then build it with our own hands. And what we build today comes to pass tomorrow. What we start today gets completed tomorrow.
Thanks. Love you, brother.